Hey peeps, it's John here. We're back on about the subwoofer. I got onto the company that I bought it from online, and they've tried to tell me that it's got to have a LFE cable. It won't run with a left and right split cable, which I don't think's right because it tells you in the manual that it will. So anyway, I've got one off my mate. I borrowed his because mine's going to take about 2 weeks to get here. The LFE cable, because Australia Post is bloody slow. And so I borrowed my mate's again. His cost, well, mine's only $30, but his cost about 130 because he's a miner. He works on the mines. So anyway, I'll give you a quick look at this manual. And I've got they want a video of everything that I'm done, and they want me to run page 5 to do it. So here we go. So we're going to start. Now this is what they say is how to set it up. Sorry for the shadow. But we're on page 5, and you go through. If you go down here though, it tells you, note that you can use a split system. Cable for it, but it's just they want you to run it like that because the lights are on the back. Okay, we can do that. Now I'm running, it's not the dearest receiver, it's just a Denon what is it, AVRS 750H. So it's not the top of the range, but it's not the cheapest. It cost me about 1,200 or something. So now what we've got to do is set it up. Now this is my mate's lead. He actually uses this on his sub. He's loaned it to me for the day, so I can run all this and do it. So what I'm going to do is, this is the pre-out for this. I'm going to move my stuff around, see, because I'm already plugged into with that. Look at the difference in the size of the cable. And that's the one I went and bought. It cost me a damn fortune. But that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. They reckon that doesn't work, which is a load of rubbish. So now we're going in the pre-out, top one, number 1, because that's what it tells you to do. I'm running off what the page 1 guide says how to connect it all up. So this is what the page says to do. So we shall do it. It says to plug all this stuff in. So now we're going to go. I'm going to move the amp out. Hang on a sec. I'm just going to sit you down. Oh, actually, I'm going to pause you for 2 seconds just to pull this out. Okay, I'm back. Wasn't gone too long, was I? Yeah, there you go. Okay, I want that cable back here. So now we're going to go into the LFE link. And we'll plug that in. There we go. That's all plugged in. Now it does say in the instructions to put everything at half. Make sure everything's off. Now I must plug this in. I'm doing it as it says in the instructions. Now I don't have it plugged into a power board. I've got it plugged into a main power but an extension, because it, I can't run it otherwise. I can do a power board, but I'm not. Hang on, I'm going to put you down for 2 seconds, just plugging it in. That's all I'm trying to do. I've only got 2 hands, people. Okay. Plugged in. Plugged in. That's all plugged in. Now, what they said to do is turn it on. We got power. We'll put it on auto, which we know it works that way. And now we start on the TV setup. Okay. So we know that's all set. That plug is quite loose for some reason. I don't know why. But it is. Okay, so we're going to start the TV. On comes the receiver.
15 minutes drive that way.
Well, it's a little bit
The
too
rest of
much.
Ukraine is there.
Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll go to the receiver.
A contingency plan, but if the Russians do blast their...
I've got to go there for the receiver. Okay. And now they want me to do a setup with the receiver. So now we are running through, because they don't believe, I told them I did this already, the LFE cable right there. So I'm going to turn it on the side. Okay, now we'll go into settings. I'll try and move you in a bit so you can see. I've got you on the side. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that. It might stuff up the video. Okay. So what we'll do is go into speakers. That's a center level. We don't want that. Okay, let's go to subwoofer. I've got subwoofer full bore because it's not working. Restore. We don't need any of that. Actually, we don't need any of this here. That's just volume limit. So if you go turning on this sort of stuff, when you turn on the receiver, it'll go to a certain level. You know, it just automatically does it. I'm not doing that add most or whatever the hell they call it because I don't want to. I've already done that. So what we'll do is come down to speakers. We don't need inputs, I'm pretty sure. No, we don't need that because they want to see all this because I don't know, I think they think I don't know what I'm doing. I can turn that up, but that just makes everything louder from the source. Just makes it all louder. Okay, let's go into speakers. Now we can, oh hang on, let's go down to, actually we don't need that, but we'll go down to here. Now it'll show, I can do a speaker layout. Now that's the speaker setup that I have. Can you see that? As you can see, I've got the two front speakers, one there, center, and the sub, well it's over there at the moment because I'm doing this crap. And then I've got the two on the back, and as I said to you last time, it's hidden in behind there. So that is my layout, okay? I don't need to do this, but you know. What it's doing though is just going through everything. I don't need to do this. Yes, I do have that. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Yes, I have that. I have them. Yes, I have two. This is just doing the layout. I'll come back a bit so you can see. I don't want to fall over that lead down there. All right. It's just asking, do I have all these speakers? Do I have a sub? Yes. And it's plugged into the pre-out sub, yes. Now, as you can see there, it says yes to everything. So we're done. Sub's on. Now it's going to do a test. That's working. See, it's asking me. Yes. Center. Yes. Working. Yes. Working. Yes. Working. Behind me. Wow. Yes. Working. Wow. Back. I'm saying yes to all this because I'm getting sounds from it, as you can see there. Can you hear sounds from the right surround back speaker? See, I'm just saying yes to what's making sounds. Same thing again. That one. And see how it's lit up there? Yes. This one, it's hidden, just to prove that there is one in there. See? It's hidden. Okay. Here comes the big test. Get ready. Here we go. We're going for it. Fuck all. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. I've tried to tell them. Is there a sound? No. Now, what I'll do, just for the hell of it today, which I did this before anyhow. No, I just hate people who think I'm a dickhead and don't think I know what I'm doing. I've got to be careful because I push buttons by accident. Can you see? Can you see? Okay, what I'm going to do is try plug number 2. Just for the hell of it. This is so I can run 2 subs. It's not going to matter. Okay, we did that. We did that. Okay. Yes, I do have it plugged in. Oh, I've got the wrong, whoops. I got the wrong remote. No wonder it's not working. I need this one. Okay, start again. Do we have power? Make sure your subwoofer is plugged in and turned on. If your subwoofer has a volume control, please set it at 50%. Okay, we'll do that again. It's on 50%. It's plugged in. It's plugged in. It's turned on. It's up your bum. Sorry, guys. Do we have any sound? No! Nothing! They think I'm a dickhead. Hang on. I'll do it for you. See what I mean? I'm sorry, guys. They just think I'm a friggin' idiot. Now I've got to go back out of all this. It takes forever. Whoops. Wrong one. So, as you can see, that sub is not working. But we'll go a little bit further. Okay, let's go up to speakers. Manual. Okay, that's for the back speakers, okay, so that doesn't really matter. The configuration, so what we'll do, we'll turn the front speakers down to small, because if I've got them on large and I turn off the sub from here, okay, now when I turn the sub back on, oh, it's not going to do it now. Last time it turned it down. Might be this one. See how when you go small, it turns on the sub. It makes sure it's on. So there we go. We've done something a little bit different. So now we'll get out of there. We don't need to worry about the distances because it doesn't matter. Levels. Let's just do another test of the levels. That speaker's working. Center speaker's working. Oops, I'm turning things up here. Oops, sorry about that, I was turning things up. That one's working. That one's working. Hope you can hear all this. That one's working. That one's working. That one's working. Here we come to the big test. Ready for this, peoples? Nothing. Power. Everything's on. I'll turn it up full bore. I'll even jiggle the things. I'll even jiggle the power. There you go. There's nothing I can do. It's all plugged in. Actually, I'll go back to number 1 too. In here. These leads are pretty hard to get on and off. This is my mate's main lead. He uses this. You know, the power, everything's on. There's just no sound from it. And they're trying to tell me, I reckon, as I said, I think this box was open before. See, there's no sound from it whatsoever. So what else do they want from me? You know, seriously. There's nothing else I can do. This is just cost layout, the way I use it at the moment, but I can change that to all. It doesn't really matter. Bass. There you go. It is in, just to show too, for the bass mode, subwoofer mode EFE. Now it is in that and it's plugged into that. Okay, so that shows that. Now I can do this to it, which we did the other day too. Now we're in mains again. This is meant for when you're running big speakers. So what I've learnt, if you're running big speakers at the front, or you're using a wire connection, you run it on that. But I'm not doing that. So anyway, we'll go back. Let's go back to levels just to prove that it's still not working. That one's working. Center's working. That one's working. That one's working. That one's working. Whoops. That one's working. That one's working. Now here comes the big one. Nothing. I'm sick of doing this bloody video anyhow. Because I think I'm full of shit and I'm not. Sorry for that word, but it's how I feel about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit you down on the sub. As you can see, there's the sub. I'm sitting you on the subby, turning you over. I'm going to turn off that bloody light. I'm going to actually I'll go flat. Is it on? Yep. I'll put you on the sub. Now that thing vibrates whatsoever, you're going to feel it. Because you're sitting right on top of the sub. I did this last time too. Okay. Now we're on TV on the receiver. So what we'll do is go to something that's Monster Hunter. There's really good bass in that. Really good bass in this. And I'll turn the mother FO up.
Dan Murphy did things his own way.
That's at 35%. You're on the sub. Everything's working.
Do you have any idea what those markers are?
Oh, and I've got it in Dolby. And I've got it in Dolby, but I'll take it out of Dolby and I'll put it in stereo. So that means the sub should be working. But it should be in Dolby anyhow. Okay, I'm going to put you back on the sub. That's only at 25%.
That lightning, it hit those markers and it took us somewhere.
Gas!
This is a good one for bass.
Are we like Guardians of the Galaxy now?
I got 6!
Yeah, bros.
The sub is not working whatsoever.
Did
Nothing.
you see that thing? Go back!
This is officially above my pay grade.
Don't tell what those creatures are. Destroy them.
Okay, that's enough for now. I'm done with that. So, as you can see, I'll just turn you around. As you can see, the sub is not working. It doesn't matter what I do, how I set up the receiver. I've set it up all right. There's no sound coming from that sub. It could be a wire. It could be one of the transistors in it. It could be anything, but I wouldn't mind betting that. And I'm going to say it, that I think this thing was open before. Because as I showed you on that last video, that it's got that small tape on the box, not the big thick stuff. So I reckon it has been opened before. Maybe it's a floor model. Who knows? I don't know what they've tried to do there, but there's something definitely wrong with that. And as I said, it can't be that lead because it's my mate's lead, and that's a $130 lead. The one I'm getting is only $30 because I can't afford that sort of stuff. But he can. He works on mine, so that's beside the point. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Thumbs up if you like. Sorry for the little curse word. Just don't listen to that part. Okay, love yous. Say goodbye. Say good day. Say whatever. Bye.